Welcome to 2x4 Hardcore, Episode 20. See you in April. Hey guys, so obviously this is the last episode for Season 1 of this podcast. On this episode, I'm going to try to wrap it up quickly and not drag on too much. So first of all, I'm going to be finishing up that conversation from episode 19 with bnates gamer, and we're going to be talking about one more tip, which is re-speccing, and I'm going to ask him about the 1-year anniversary update for Ordering Chaos. I'm also going to be announcing the logo contest winner, so you guys will find out who that is, and you'll see the official logo for Season 2. And finally, I'm going to talk about what you can expect from Season 2 of this show. So I hope you guys enjoy this final episode of Season 1. I guess we'll just do the third topic. This one is about re-speccing. And recently there was a talent calculator app. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. It's really helpful, guys.
There's ready-made builds for 99 cents. I bought like 2 of those, and you can test out different skills with a blank talent spec, and you can see the pros and cons of different skills. So it's really helpful for re-speccing or when you get to level 60. I think I've re-specced on my monk twice now. The first time was to get restore because I hadn't used restore, but it's really helpful in dungeons and in PvP when you're about to die. And I think the second time I added some military monk skills, which were mainly Mantis Cudgel and Improve Bless. Mantis Cudgel is really helpful for me because in PvP I can stun people and run away and heal myself. And Blessing is really helpful in dungeons because it improves the mage and the monk's wisdom, and it improves the DPS crit and attack power. So when you're re-speccing, you want to try to figure out what skills that you were missing last time that you want. And I think that using the talent calculator is a really helpful way to figure out what skills you want for the first time, so that you don't have to spend 60 gold or whatever trying to re-spec again later because you missed out on some important skills. And also, if you're trying to switch from, like, let's say you want to become a tank, a guardian warrior, you want to try to talk to some pro, as they say, guardians, and figure out what skills are the most important and test those out first when you're re-speccing. And also, I mean, you can use the ready-made talent builds in the talent calculator if you want to spend 99 cents on that, but I'd recommend just talking to people and figuring out what skills are the best for a guardian warrior or for whatever class you are.
Yeah, that app is really good, guys. You guys should probably get it. It really helps. You can put in your talents you have right now, and when you're done with it, you can click a little summary button, and it tells you what kind of character you are. Like if you are DPS, which is damage per second, if you are a PvP person, just all this stuff. It really helps. I respect my mage lately. He was mostly DPS, but now since I respect him, he's like part frost, so it's really useful for clearing dungeons. So you can just clear dungeons really easily if you get like lots of criticals, and every time you get one it refills a spell, so it's just really easy. You can just like spam it. Yeah, and again, you can also buy those ready-made talents. They're very cheap, but it really helps, guys. You should probably check into that.
I'm not exactly sure where the developer of the app got those builds. A lot of people are wondering if they're actually helpful, and I've seen 1 or 2, and I'd say that they are. They have been pretty helpful with my warrior and my monk, but I'm not really sure about the other ones. So I'm kind of skeptical about some of those ready-made talent builds, but if you want to take a big 99 cent risk, then I mean you should definitely at least try it out and see if it'll help you in your respecing.
Yeah, those. I mean, it's your choice, guys. I mean, if $1's like worth nothing to you, or you just have maybe leftover on an iTunes card, I'd probably give it a try.
Yeah.
And just see how it is.
The fourth topic today is about the next update, or it could be in 2 updates. I'm not sure. GameOff hasn't really made that clear. But do you think that there's going to be a 1-year anniversary update at the end of April? And what should we expect from it?
Alright, about the 1-year anniversary thing, it's just really hard to tell because GameLoft is not really quite on a schedule as I see it. As they got those first 3 updates of the dungeons every, I don't know, there's maybe 2 weeks apart, a week apart or something. I don't really remember, but now they haven't updated in a while.
Well, they did have the patch update a few weeks ago.
Oh,
yeah,
they did?
Yeah.
Oh, people are just looking for more content and stuff, and I don't know. I just feel that they're not keeping us updated on their stuff as they should.
Yeah.
They should probably have some update check day 1 what we did here, day 5 what we did here. That'd be easier. And then about the 1-year anniversary, I'm not too sure how they're gonna put with that, but if they are, if let's say they did, maybe there would be a level cap, maybe, I'm not sure. It's just more accurate, just more likely to have a level cap, because you see all these level 65s you see around, and then you see a low 70 guy in the last dungeon. So I don't know, they're probably maybe also going to put legendary gear, which everyone's waiting for. People are always asking if they should get the epic or rune gear.
I think the problem with the updates right now is that they keep adding PvE content. They've added 3 dungeons so far, and if they had a level cap, that would be more PvE content because you'd have to kill more world monsters. But I think a lot of people have been waiting for more of a PvP aspect, and we know that the NPCs in Greenmont have said PvP arenas are coming soon for almost a year now, and GameLoft still hasn't given any update on that besides saying on the forum yeah, they're coming soon, we're working on it, guys. But I mean, I think that they are gonna try to release another dungeon. It just seems more and more apparent that they're gonna do that. Logically, the next one would probably be in Desert, and I don't really think people can put up with that anymore because we've been asking for PvP arenas for a while, and they keep adding new dungeons and new PvE content. Like that patch update, it added a few quests and a few bug fixes, but that was about it. So if GameLoft really wants to get a lot of the people back who left, I mean, there's still a big community, but if they want to get more people back to spend money or whatever, then they're going to have to release 2 updates before the end of May, I think. One in March, which could be another dungeon. I mean, I'd be fine with that. If they have another one at the end of April, which adds PvP arenas or a level cap. So I don't really think people want to see more new gear. I mean, it would be nice to see that, but I think we need to have a purpose for the gear, which would be PvP arenas or battlegrounds. So I'm hoping that by the end of April they've figured it out and realized that we want different things than what they've been having, and they really need to update us on what they're going to be releasing.
Yeah, some guy on the forum, I'm not too sure if it's true, I really doubt it, but some guy on the forum leaked some info of the new dungeon that is supposed to be appearing soon. He said it was from one of the mods of GameOff, was it Nindalar, yep. And he just saying he gave up the names, he gave some of the items, he gave the boss names and stuff, the desert is supposed to be the Satheon dungeon or something. It's hard to question that. I mean, it could be true. You see all these new soul dailies and stuff, and I see some new species or whatever in the desert, and that part's kind of empty where they are. So in that little invisible town, or the little ghost town next to it, there's a little like village there next to those people it's kind of deserted and only has one guy who's like guarding your chest. So it's kind of confusing there.
And Gameloft hasn't really told us anything, so we just have to keep guessing until they start giving us updates on this, like what their plans are for the future, because at this point, the mods keep telling us that the devs are working on something, but really, I think that the mods don't know anything about it, and that the devs are just working on what they think we want. But if the mods actually asked the devs and said, hey, what are you guys working on, so we can tell the community, then I think that would work a lot better. But, I mean, they've really made no effort to try to give us any information on the future. So it's kind of disappointing, but I'm hoping that it'll be worth waiting for this long for PvP arenas or new dungeon.
They also gotta fix some other stuff. I mean, what I've seen lately, like yesterday, the server was lagging, oh my god, so much. I was lagging so much. They said that the last update, now I remember that they had like server stability, and I saw in the beginning, but now I don't see it anymore. Also, one more point. The pictures that GameOff put on the forums for all of their dungeons, if you guys realized, they put pictures for Relic's Key, or no, it was Kanaswa's dungeon.
Yeah.
They put pictures of all these people, their characters with new armor that we've never seen before, and no one has it. Like, you see these two glowing swords that no one's seen before. No one. It's like a glowing blue one and a glowing red one. Like, it's just weird. And also, like, the mage in one of the pictures had wings, which was really weird. And then if you I saved the pictures on my computer. I think I still have them. I'm not too sure. But then after like a day, they kind of changed it. So they changed the pictures, and it was completely different. So I'm not too sure what they're doing. But, I mean, I don't know what they're trying to hide or what they made a mistake on or something, but...
Yeah, I think that might be a miscommunication between the devs and the mods, because the devs may have sent the pictures of Naswa's prison, and those items are nowhere to be found, so I'm not really sure how the devs could get mixed up with their own pictures and knowing what content is there. So, I mean, those may be items that we'll see in the future. They could be legendaries for all we know, but for some reason they never even released those. And I'm not really sure how they could take a screenshot with those in the game if they're not even there yet.
That part just confuses me the most, because we see like all this good gear, I was all excited, and then, you know, no one has it.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that about does it for all the topics. Thanks for coming on the show today, bnates. You can find his YouTube channel at youtube.com/bnatesgamer.
Alright, thanks for having me.
Alright, so that wraps up my conversation with bnates gamer. So right now, as promised, I'm gonna announce the logo contest winner. But before that, I have to show you all of the awesome entries I got. In the last month, I got 4 entries, and I know it's not a lot, but I'm fairly happy with them because they are actually pretty good and they're what I wanted them to be. So the first one I got is from a guy named Jason. I'm not sure what his in-game name is, and as you can see here, he put a lot of time into this and it's completely original. It mocks my original logo picture, which is awesome, with me holding an Apple device and looking in shock and awe, and it's really artistic, and I love how he incorporated order and chaos and myself into it. The second entry that I got was from someone named Tiffany, and in this one you can see that it meets all the requirements. It has the name of the show, and it has an iPod which has order and chaos on it, so that's pretty cool. The third one I got is from bnates gamer, who you just heard a few minutes ago. This one is pretty good as well. It meets all the requirements and some of the things I requested for the logo. So thanks, bnates. I like this one. And finally, the last one I got is from Sam. And he made a little 30-second intro for the show. So take a look at this real quick. Alright, so that was Sam's logo. I thought it was pretty cool that he took my idea of just a regular logo and made it into an actual video. So, the moment you've all been waiting for. The winner is Jason. So this is the logo that's going to be appearing on Season 2. I want to thank all the people who participated, and if you are sad that you didn't win the $15 iTunes gift card, there's always next season and you can revise your logo. I'm also going to be working with Sam to try to make his logo even better so I could use it in the intro, and if so, he'll win a $10 iTunes gift card as well. So thanks to all who participated in the logo contest, and hopefully for the Season 3 logo contest I'll get more entries that are just better and better. Now, I know that this season was dominated by a lot of Order in Chaos discussion with guest stars, and I know that some of you who maybe don't play Order in Chaos and like some of the other games I talk about may have been disappointed by that. So on Season 2, I'm going to have more discussion on other games besides Order in Chaos as well, like Faction Wars is coming out, and I'll talk about more of the multiplayer games with guest stars. And I'll even talk about the single-player games with guest stars, so maybe someone will want to come on and talk about Infinity Blade 2 with me or something. So in Season 2, I'm going to try to focus on other games just as much as Order in Chaos. Alright, so we've just about come to the end of Season 1. So I will see you guys in Season 2 unless new games or updates to games come out, and then I'll just have bonus episodes like I said. So if, say, Nova 3 came out within the next month, I'd have a bonus episode about that and add it to a different playlist on the YouTube channel, and it would be available on iTunes as well. So if there's the anticipated Order in Chaos update even, I'll probably have an episode on that with maybe even a guest star. So Season 2 will have more Order in Chaos content, as I said, like tips and tricks, what we think of the game, and I'll come up with some more ideas for that over the next month. I'll also be trying to get through some missions in Grand Theft Auto and show you guys how far I've progressed. I'll show more Infinity Blade 2 if there's an update next season, which there probably will be, and more games like that Mass Effect spin-off that's coming out. So I don't really know what to expect for Season 2. We could get a lot of surprises. Faction Wars should be coming out in 2 months, and that's definitely something that I'll be talking about. I could do like an episode where I have Faction Wars versus Order in Chaos, and I have a guest star who plays Order in Chaos and a guest star who plays Faction Wars, and they duke it out and try to convince you guys which game is better. I'm really looking forward to Season 2. I think that Season 1 has been a pretty good season. It started out rough because I knew nothing about podcasting, but over the last 3 months, I've started to learn a lot more about it, and I've done some different things. So in Season 2, hopefully this podcast will improve even more, and you guys will keep enjoying it. So while I take this 1 month hiatus from the show, I'll be working on progressing in other games, coming up with ideas for Season 2, and more. I hope you guys don't forget about me over this next month, because I definitely won't be forgetting about the show at all. I'll keep you updated on Facebook. I also made a Twitter account if you want to look at some of my tweets. And as always, you can email me at 2x4hardcore@gmail.com if you have suggestions for Season 2, if you want a guest star, or if you just want to talk to me. So I guess that's it for Season 1. Alright, so I will see you guys first week of April.